Hey everyone, we're back with another episode of Quotes with Reddington. Welcome everyone that's here, everyone that's in the comments, everyone that's a contestant. I'm here with my admin, uh, Emoji J. Emoji J, you have something for us for a little bit?
To the side, come on, step away, you would pay, you can call me out. When you're gone, it's me, no one else but me. Get the hand, you're out. To the side, come on, step away, you can call me out. You got excuses for everything. I'm the music, can't steal my wind. Put a pin in it, set your lips on the real eclipse. Don't look at me in the sexy light. That's the real mask, can't wait for that fight. I'm not alive, but I'm always riding not uptight. Oh, to the side, come on, step away, you would pay, you can call me out. When you're gone, it's me, no one else but me. Get the hint, you're out. To the side, come on, step away. You can call me out. Let it go. Oh, oh, you don't stand a chance. I'm the romance. Let it
Hey, well, not just a fantastic little nice little video clip that Jay put together, and he does have a lot of vision and does work his butt off. Hey, I want to get right down to this show. This is called Quotes with Reddington. It's a very basic concept where I'm going to have someone join the box, and then they're going to introduce themselves. Well, basically, in my best words, we're going to conduct a small interview. That way, they can make the audience understand, who they are as a person and any kind of events. Um, really get to be able to feel their passion. Ultimately, we need to hear a quote. Quotes, possibly, really disguise your limits, anything you want that quote to be. Um, and then you can be, comments is going to help us. We're going to have a judge who is going to help us. And we're going to have ourselves another great episode. And there was, some bragging rights at the end. The comments will obviously help, determine a winner. We'll have a judge consider also weigh in on it. And we'll try the best to get a little bit, if everyone an opportunity to win. So with this being said, let's go ahead and get our first contestant in this thing. All right. She'll have no. All right.
Hi,
Hey,
guys.
welcome aboard. I believe this could be your second time coming back. And you were happy to help. And so I'm going to talk for a little bit with you and then I obviously be quiet and mute myself so everyone can hear you nice and loud and clear. So how long you been on this app so far now?
December is going to be 3 years.
So you're coming up on a 3-year anniversary. You have some plans for a celebration? Because I might know a guy that likes to celebrate.
Of course, we always have a party in the Lotus Lounge, and we have one coming up on Halloween. We're going to be doing a Halloween party as well. So,
Okay, we'll talk. Okay, so we know how long you've been on here. What is your experience so far? I mean, look, your top badge, you must have some top material.
I'd like to say I'm one of the most content creators on here. I have a show every night aside from my featured stream on Wednesdays. But the best thing I love is just the communities that we as streamers can create. I love attracting people to me who are into the similar things that I'm into, and then we can just talk about things, have topics, have discussions. I've learned a lot actually from people in my streams, because I don't see people based on their diamond count. I see them for their self-worth and their living experience. So there's a lot of people on here with less than 1 million diamonds, but they're killing it in real life, and I feel like everybody can teach everybody. So I like to learn and I like to teach in the same
And
way.
I think we had a small discussion yesterday, or was that this morning? I
This
don't
morning.
know. Okay, it was this morning. What is that stigma that some people that have a piece of paper known as a college degree catch some shade from those that don't, and vice versa? That conversation, how did that go? Remind me. Let the audience know. Okay, I remember. Let the audience know.
Well, I'm one of the streamers on here that have not only a bachelor's degree, I have a minor, and I have a master's degree. And it has been my experience that for me, as somebody holding a college degree, I'm very proud of it. And I don't knock people who don't have a college degree, but it's been my experience on streams that some people who don't have a college degree have an issue with people who go to college. And it was just, we were having that conversation this morning about it, and just, it's unfair. Let's not judge, guys. Let's be proud of everybody and their accomplishments and what they were able to accomplish in life, and let's just celebrate. Don't hate, congratulate is what I like to say.
Right. And the same thing you said with the person that doesn't have that piece of paper, getting judged by someone who does, because I've seen it where I work, and it's just like that's not always the case. I think it's kind of like book smart and street smarts. Um, you can be the smartest guy on a college education, but having a conversation with them, I always kind of look dumbfounded. And I saw it firsthand. A friend of mine, I briefly told you about the guy in 30, known for 36 years. We
Right.
were at his party, and it was a block party in his neighborhood, real nice looking neighborhood in Raleigh, North Carolina. And the guy started talking to me, and I asked Bill, and I'm like, is like he drunk? Or what's going on here? And he's like, dude, he's actually super smart. And I'm like, huh? And he's like, he's a defense lawyer, 8 years of background and obviously in law and everything. And I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, oh my gosh, then he's a classic example that a guy can only read from a textbook. And I was like, because I feel like I'm literally getting my IQ lower talking to him. And I was like, if I would blame the booze, but you're saying this is just him normally. I'm like, oh gosh.
Well, luckily I have a college degree, street smarts, and a great personality, so I'm
Well,
just winning all around.
I'm going to mute myself, and now you go ahead and give us, okay, tell us anything you want to give us. Okay, plug a show, give us upcoming events,
I got
some
you.
point, give us some quotes, that quote or plural, however you want to do it. Let's go ahead and start right now. I'm gonna be quiet, and then go ahead. Anything left that you want to tell the audience, feel free to do so in that segment. Let's go. Oh, wrong button.
You're good. I got you. I got you. Welcome in, everybody. This is, quote. I was saying quote of the day, but it's just quotes. And I came on here the first time and I gave my personal quote that I follow in life. And I figured for the second one, we're in the month of October and we're about 2 weeks away from Halloween. So I thought it would be great to get something a little spooky. And I am a reader. I love to read. And one of my favorite poets and authors is Edgar Allan Poe. Does anybody know the magical, mystical, macabre Edgar Allan Poe? Well, just a little bit of background about him. I have a little something written down for you guys. Edgar Allan Poe is an American author, which is a big congratulations to us, because England, Europe, they usually be stealing them, but thankfully we have somebody on our side. Okay, Edgar Allan Poe. The author of The Raven, it's an epic poem in which a man is visited by a talking raven and descends into madness, living a life as macabre and gothic as his work. So a lot of people could say Edgar Allan Poe descended into madness. He was orphaned by the time he was a toddler. Both his parents were actors and they died by the time he was, I think, 3 years old. He was 25 when he married his 13-year-old cousin. I'm not going to say much about that, who also died of tuberculosis. lots of death in his life. Poe was also the first prominent author, American author, to exist financially only through his writing. And that was a big thing because back then times were hard. He was barely 40 when he died in circumstances so mysterious, his cause of death to this day remains unknown. It was variously attributed to alcoholism, substance abuse, disease, and suicide, but there are not facts. He was discovered wearing someone else's clothes, lying in a gutter, and then he died a few hours later. Nobody knows where he was, where he got the clothes from, and what he was doing. But in spite of this, or perhaps because of this, his literary reputation has remained intact for nearly 200 years. The Raven has inspired works from Vladimir Nabokov's Lolita to Stephen King's Insomnia. Neil Gaiman, Lemony Snicket, and Joan Atkin are among the coterie of authors, let alone film directors, musicians, and artists to have reflected Poe's work. Actually, there is a show on Netflix called The Fall of the House of Usher. It is one of Edgar Allan Poe's works, and it commingles all of his stories into there. So if you like horror and macabre, check out Netflix, The Fall of the House of Usher, you know? So I got a couple of quotes that I just want to say, and I want you to sit with it because this is the way I read Poe. I like to say it. I don't want to explain it. I want you guys to figure it out. And then when you, in your mind, feel like you have gotten the gist of it for yourself, I don't even want to hear your explanation because I have my own explanation. I just want you to write in the comments, got it. Got it? Everybody got it? Let's go. The very first one. I became insane with long intervals of horrible sanity. I became insane with long intervals of horrible sanity. Got it? I know Reddington got it. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. Lovely got it. Okay. This is the second one. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. Does that make sense to you? You got it? All right, Dr. G, Dr. Jill got it. And my last one, Sin got it. Good. The last one was from a letter to Marie Clem. I was never really insane, except upon occasions when my heart was touched. I was never really insane, except upon occasions when my heart was touched. One of the biggest reasons I love Edgar Allan Poe is he just has this way of touching on the topic of love. He loves very hard, and he loved hard in his life. And he had a lot of reasons to, he was betrayed by love. He was rejected in love. You know, he had his wife die, you know. And I feel a lot of us can relate to that, you know, that feeling of loss of love or unrequited love where we love somebody and they don't love us back. And I love the way he writes. And if you love the way he talks, definitely check out that Netflix show because a lot of his one-liners came in there. So that is my presentation, Edgar Allan Poe. Everything that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. Oh, quote the Raven, nevermore. You want the Raven one? Let's see. It's Raven quote. Once upon a midnight dreary, hold on. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary, quote the Raven, nevermore. The Raven is a short story about he was filled with grief over his love dying, Lenore. And they had this raven in his bedroom and he was just crumpled in grief. And it was a man's grief over losing someone he loved. And everything he asked, the only thing the raven would say is nevermore, as in it will never happen. And he just lay crumpled on the floor, you know, his soul never to feel alive again. Nevermore. That's it.
All right, now I'm back to here's for me to. That was amazing. First of all, I want to tell those that are here, taking the time of the busy schedule, giving back, and really everyone's taking taking a bit time out of their busy schedule. I mean, heck, I got one hand, so here I am. But hey, I'm dedicated to the cause, and what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. I'm not quite sure who gave that quote, but you know what? There's my quote. So, do you have some events that you're in?
Yeah, we have a big event coming up that we're hoping the app will promote on Halloween night. I am a CEO of a metaphysical center. I do psychic readings. This is my month. This is my month. So on Halloween night, we have a Halloween party in my stream. My partner, you guys know him as Big Rose. He's another streamer. We are together, and he will be DJing the party from 8:30 to 9. And then from 9 to 10, we have 5 contests that you could win a 10K haunted mansion. I believe it's 10K haunted mansion castle if you win the category. So if anybody's interested and you have a good costume and you want to hit me up on IG.
May I? What day of the week is that?
Halloween, Tuesday.
Tuesday. Oh my gosh. And I'm also intrigued by something you said about the psych readings. Maybe a man needs a little evaluation, if you know what I mean. Let's have that, let's find out just how insane I am, or as I would always tell people, no, no, no. Insanity. The textbook definition is doing the same thing over again, expecting different results. At the very minimum, I'm not doing the same thing. And I will say, in a world of crazies, if you're the one sane person, wouldn't that make you insane? So that's my own version of a quote as well that I came up with. I was, a lot of people are looking at me with the side eye that I've said this before. So, Umbe, thank you for being the first contestant. Thank you. Thank you. So for those who don't know, this is Quotes with Reddington. I hope we have various people that are here. We're going to have a cameo appearance from a previous week. We're going to find out. We know we have a loose schedule here. We got, all right, let's go. Let's go. We got Mr. Emoji J himself. Could he be delivering a quote? What do we got cooking here, Jay? Tell us.
Hi, so I'm almost done. I'm copying this so that I can read the summary when I'm done. But my quote is going to be from Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind.
1939, Scarlett O'Hara. Uh, most everybody's seen here. You can hear me, right?
Let's break it up a little bit, but we get the gist. Something's spinning there. It looks like a city.
All right, so let me go ahead. Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Yeah, and he's
All right.
being a guest appearance. So don't count this guy. Well, unless he wants to. If you guys think he nails it, let's go ahead, Jay.
All right, so the quote is going to be this. The quote is, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn." That's the quote. That's a famous quote that's been from that movie, and um, most people have seen that movie. It's an older movie, 1939. I'll give it again. It's, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn." That's it. That's all I got.
Well, hey, keep in mind, guys. This is improv. This is improv. He's a fill-in. We weren't certain what Gil wanted to do, so I wanted him to have an opportunity to defend that title. But he was like, "Hey, I'll come back. I'll give just like an appearance." So hopefully he'll pop back in at some point. He'll pop in. I know some of his friends are here. I know they are. I mean, Dr. Gil Groupie. I know. Come on. So, Jay, you want to give us any thoughts on your events, or what's it like to be an admin for a lot of shows?
Sure. I'm an admin for about 10 to 15 shows. It's quite an adventure. Let's put it that way. It's fun. If it wasn't fun, I wouldn't be doing it, and I wouldn't continue to do it, and I wouldn't be continuing. I'm going to be having a auction on the 27th of this month. Also, a FISE battle on the same day at the 27th of this month. So five gifts only. So everybody check my Instagram. We have shows coming up. We have Lux's Tic Tac trivia tomorrow. Damn Daniels Freestyle Fridays at 9 o'clock tonight.
And,
Idol
and
Sunday.
okay.
I'm judging Idol on Sundays.
That's right. Hey, I do hope to one day compete for that title of Unstoppable Idol. You know, I'm a talented guy. And he did ask me the other
Oh,
week
and
when I
Fake
was in.
Facts with Art Man.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't forget
yeah.
Fake Facts with Art Man. Wednesdays
Very
at
good, very good.
midnight. I'm his admin as well.
Excellent, excellent. So, Jay, let me ask you this one. You know, I guess, when you become an admin, sometimes you'll get people who tell you that, you know what, he's not a very good admin or he is a good admin. I've heard it both ways from so many admins. Like what I mean is like you're not the only one that's, doing things, and sometimes people can be envious and jealous. How many of those shows that of those 10 to 15 are featured?
Let me put it this way. I am the original admin on this app. There was no other admin before me.
So there you go, friends. That his work speaks volumes. And someone, hey, I can definitely give you a list of people that came to me and said, he's not the one. And I was like, I think on the contrary. I was like, Jay has vision and he's really poured his, efforts. So I, don't want to, I've had it. I've had people come to me and said, nope, 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 nope. But then, comically enough,
I,
the person, their admin is connected to Jay. Where it's just like, that's a head scratcher where
yeah, it's
they
funny. And I got one thing to say. Art Man, you sent. Hold on. Art Man, you sending the first gift out of Green VIP is wild to me. I'm just saying. That's all I gotta say.
well,
That's
well,
that's that's wild. Never seen that one before. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm
All
gonna
right, very
head
good.
out of the
We got
box.
to
I
keep it
appreciate you,
moving.
man.
We've got to keep it moving here. We're got to keep on the schedule. And okay, let's see here. We have someone up here. All right, all right, all right, all right. So we're gonna have ourselves our next contestant. For those who are new in here, I know it's the glitch. It is kind of funny. It's wow. I'm gonna let him, you know, introduce himself. We have ourselves the next person up.
Yo,
Well, I
what's going
believe
on,
this
Reddington?
is you and I's first time actually having like a face to face. So this is always kind of
I
exciting. But
yeah,
we've exchanged some messages on the old Instagram and kept in contact. Um, for
yeah.
those who don't know, once again, this is quotes with Reddington. It's an hour-long segment where basically, hey, almost any quote can go, just as long as you give credit and keep it clean per se. And this is an opportunity. It's like almost like a small interview. So I'm
Okay.
going to offer you the same thing that I did before. I'm going to talk with you a little bit. So what's your experience on this app and how long you've been on it?
I've been on I'm on POF, so I've been on I've had POF for years, but as far as the live uh portion of it, I've been on since about 2020, around the pandemic era, when that started. But streaming, this December will be 2 years that I've hit my that I've been streaming. And my experience here has been, it's been a blessing. It's been lovely. My story into the app actually is, I came across another streamer, and it completely just changed my life 180, totally around. So I definitely owe a big part of myself, of my life, to the experiences on the app, and the great communities that are built within the app as well. And that's definitely one of my favorite parts, just to kind of, I guess, tag along with what Wimpy was talking about earlier about the communities. I definitely think that's one of the more neater and more great things about this app. Definitely those bonds and those communities that are built around streamers, groups of streamers. But yeah, my overall experience has been amazing, and I'm blessed. So
You know, I
yeah.
uh, I think a good bit of us, started with the idea of using this as a dating app, and then, hey, what's this live streaming portion? And you know, uh, I won't deny it. For me, when I joined, with the uh, with the meet me side of the store that, I was a friend of mine was like, hey, some sort of big social networking thing. And then, I did have plenty of fish before and, I was trying to date. And then, well,
Mhm.
I re-rolled onto the POF officially on July 4th. And I was like, well, I'm not looking at the date at all. Well, I mean, a few people still try to, still try to tell me. I always feel like, even though everyone always says, like, I'm really not looking, we all kind of are secretly looking. We're just kind of telling people we're not looking. But, if a Mrs. Right fell in my lap, what am I going to do? Say no? But at the same
Exactly.
point, if to say like it'll happen when you're least expecting, I mean, I
Hmm.
think by definition, if it did fall and slip on your lap, you'd be like, "Oh, sorry, not looking."
That is
Right?
that is very true. Very true.
Um, any kind of upcoming events that you might be doing? I will put your quote at the
Uh,
end this time.
yeah, actually, this has been one of the busiest moments that I've been on the app actually. So aside from today, sorry, bear with me. Like I said, I'm not used to being booked on this many shows and this sort of a time, but Saturday, okay, so Sunday at 12 p.m. I'll be coming out on Ari Secretary's unpopular opinion show. And then later on that night, Sunday night, it's at 10 p.m. Eastern. I'll be on The Hunt with 11. I'll also be on that show as well. And then I believe Jay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Monday. I think I'm also going to be on Windows Chopping Block, which I believe that's at 7. If I'm not mistaken, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jay. But eight. I'm sorry, yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, thank you very much. And then aside from that, then I also have an auction coming up on the 20 next Friday, actually the 27th. I'll be on a Halloween contest auction. I believe it's Vampies. So yeah, that's what I got going on. And of course, we got Live Fest at the start of the month. So
And I
definitely looking forward
take
to
it.
that.
Let me type us something in the comments so I can see something. I want to see something. Go ahead, just put a one, whatever. Uh, Another person though, be at Live Fest with the rest of us. How
Yeah.
fantastic! Now I was looking for that play button. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you see that play button, that means they have that ticket at the Live Fest where you will be
Yeah.
able to
And I
see
can,
all of us
I,
with that button
yeah.
as well. And this would be my first year going, even though I've been on the app like on and off throughout at least 10 years of my
Me
life.
too.
So
First
nice.
timer as
And
well. So.
that's awesome. So, what do you have prepared for us?
So I got a
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
gonna actually
know
turn off
as
my
much.
I'm gonna turn me off. So go ahead and you do your
Okay.
thing and perform and theatrics. You got
Okay. Okay. So the quote that I got, and unfortunately I don't have too much background on the person that that it came from, but it is from Miss Alice Feeney, who is a British novelist. And I guess just a little, I guess a little bit of background. She's a British novelist of the 21st century. She kind of writes in the mystery thriller kind of genre. She is for about 16 years. She was a journalist for the BBC, and she didn't write her first novel until she was 30 years old. Um, so yeah, she's a British novelist, and I ran into this quote that she wrote, and just kind of like it kind of ties into what a lot of the things sometimes that I talk about in my stream, which is a lot of things is like mental health is usually a big subject uh, during my streams. Whether it's people coming in and talking about it or me also talking about it, telling our stories, that kind of stuff, and just promoting good mental health amongst us as streamers and supporters and stuff like that, which I believe it's very important. So the quote is, it's sometimes you have to fall hard enough for it to hurt to know when to pick yourself up. You can't start to put yourself back together if you don't even know that you're broken. And that is from Miss Alice Feeney. And to me, that quote kind of resonates because I've been there before. I've been in that situation of having to fall in a sense, and fall hard enough. I believe I fell hard enough, as like I said, as I stumbled into this app and came across the wonderful human beings that I came across at the time that I did. And I had, like I said, I had to fall, I guess, down to that point to figure out or to know that, hey, I needed to change something. Things needed to change in my life. I needed to turn things around if I was gonna get better, or if things were gonna get better, or if things were gonna change for me. So I had to do what I had to do what I had to do, and did the best I can. I'm still still working on it. We're all a work in progress, I believe, every day, as am I. So yeah, this, like I said, this quote really kind of struck with me, just because of its message, and because of the what it entails. Um, and yeah, we can always be broken, but at the same time, just as we're broken, that you're always able to pick up the pieces, and you're always able to put yourself back together, and little by little, and we move on, life moves on, and we just, yeah, we do the best we can, right, as much as we can. So
Absolutely. And,
yeah, that's the quote.
what I'm going to say is that once again, thank you for taking time in your busy schedule to
Oh,
your parents. And, you even gave me words of encouragement when I had my injury, and you were actually really concerned. And a man will definitely appreciate that, you know. Okay. So
mhm.
everyone in the comments, if you guys don't know, we do ask that you guys help with this voting, and we're basically going to do a number system where like Umbe was 1, Jamie's 2, the next one's going to be 3, and the next one's going to be 4. We have Jay with cameo. I'm hoping that we get Dr. Gill to do his cameo as well, but he's quite jam packed. But if he can't, well, Jay came through, and we're actually on pretty good track. So let's keep it this way. Jamie, thank you again. Please hang loose. Everyone, please hang loose for the voting system. A little after party. We're celebrating some stuff.
I appreciate
Thank
it,
you again.
and thank you for the opportunity, man. I appreciate it. Thank
All right. I want everyone to get ready for our next contestant. This is Quotes with Reddington. We have, okay. Now, when she joins in, I'm immediately going to mute myself. Okay. So here she comes.
Good evening. The quote that I be saying was actually a poem. It was written by a gentleman by the name of Deepak Chopra. He is 76 years old. He is an Indian American author, an alternative medicine advocate, a prominent figure in the New Age movement. His books and videos have made one of the best known and wealthiest figures in alternative medicine. This poem is called Flight to Freedom. I hope you enjoy. Oh, my love, my heart, let this time of parting be so sweet. Let it not be a death, but full completeness. Let your love melt into beautiful memories, and your pain fades as you sing your songs. Let your flight through the skies begin with unfolding wings. Let the last touch of your hands be so gentle, like the flowers of the night. Oh, my love, Stand still, beautiful love, for a moment and say your last words in silence. I bow to you and I light up my candle to you as your way up to the flight of freedom. Oh, my beautiful love, my heart, let this time of parting be sweet. Let it not be death, but full completeness. Let the love melt in your memory, and all those pains just vanish within your songs of music. Let your flight through the sky begin with the unfolding wings. Let the last touch of your hands be gentle like the flower of the night. Stand still, oh beautiful love, for a moment and say your last words in silence. Who the flight to freedom? Say your last words in silence. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful love in silence. Ooh, your flight to freedom in silence. Thank you.
That was absolutely fantastic. I want to make sure that everyone's got a fair opportunity here. We can't go crown on a winner without even having our next contestant here now. Let's keep it fair. That was
Thank,
quite a performance. I mean,
thank you.
quite the outfit, too. You can't deny, like, talk about
Yes,
going the extra mile
I
with
was,
us,
I
you
was
know?
um, resonating on the lyrics and thought about what can be more beautiful than transcending into heavens, because he is releasing her to be at peace and no more pain. So that's why I came up with that type of production. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for allowing me.
That was yes, yes. And for those that are new here, this is Quotes with Reddington. We're gonna have a judge at the end here. We're gonna have the comments give us an assist. So far we've had this is our third contestant. We have
Thank
one
you.
more after that. Make sure you favorite all the gifters, you favorite all the
Thank you.
contestants, favorite all the commenters. Hey, I don't know, type of one and get a fave party going too. Why not? Uh, Please understand that the also we kind of play at the top gifter of the stream,
Thank
not
you, everyone.
that's already in the gifts that for this segment for the most part is going to potentially be to cast also two votes to kind of really kind of get everyone fully involved. That was an amazing performance here, and we have hopefully we have. Okay, and maybe we can get also our previous week's winner for that cameo appearance. I want to introduce to you again someone I don't know, and but he's I know him now, but here we go. It's time for our the first face to face. If I can actually hit the right button.
Whoops.
Up. Hey, it's okay. I hit the wrong button too. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. So we have ourselves our kind of like our first avatar-like contestant. This ought to be interesting. And
I also do puppeteering as well, but the puppet's asleep right now until 9 o'clock.
what do you mean? Like like if you leave the if you don't get out of the party in time, like you she loses things, or like, is that what the same thing with your puppet hand? What's going on here? Tell it.
Every night after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go live. I do an avatar of myself with motion and stuff. And I also, the little guy in the bottom here is Bob Exotic, the puppet that I also do as well. And I did it every night after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until whenever I pass out, pretty much.
So don't stop until you stop. Keep on
You
going.
drop, yeah. Yep.
Well, I mean,
Yep,
like,
exactly.
I didn't necessarily say drunk. Sometimes you just fall asleep, and apparently you fall asleep on a hand, and then you get numbness and tingling, and you can't feel your right hand.
When I can't move my hand like yours is when I stop puppeteering. That's pretty much it.
I mean, apparently I got to wear this thing for a couple weeks. I have to see a specialist and everything.
Well, hopefully you feel better, man. Sounds like you pinched a nerve.
And hypothetically speaking, then exactly, you know what the funniest, okay, the name itself, the condition, the diagnosis, it's called Saturday night palsy. Yeah.
That's a fun name.
So, I mean, basically, like, it can happen when you're sober or drunk. Basically, you got one of these numbers, and next thing you know, like kind of like smash down on the nerves a little bit. We all have done it where you wake up and your hand's numb.
Oh yeah.
Well, in my case, I must have done something slightly different than before, and now I'm laid up in this thing, and I mean, I'm going to be off of work, which is blessing in disguise. Now,
you get a bit of vacation time, right?
It's like, oh shucks, I can't go to work. Darn.
Oh darn, no work. What a pity.
So tell us about. So we have an idea who you are. How long have you been in the app?
Been on the app for a year as of last month. Fantastic. So I'm still learning everything.
But are you ultimately having fun?
Oh yeah, definitely. And I've met a lot of good people and a lot of good friends.
And how would you feel? What got you into the app?
Honestly, I didn't choose the app. The app chose me because I came on here to get the dimensions of a phone so I can go ahead and stream on Instagram. But events took place. I made my first million a month. So I figured, hey, you know what? This would be a fun job to do. And here I am.
Yeah, so for you, would you be safe to say that if you found something you love to do, you'll never work a day in your life? That
is completely true. Yeah, because it doesn't feel like work.
I am right there in the same boat. I work anywhere between I'm at work for 12 hours, sometimes 14 hours. I'll come home and hit that button. And I know Queen, who's in the comments, I have been up for 24 hours and just keep on chugging along. And people are like, how do you do it? And it's like, what do you mean? I'm not working. I'm just enjoying this.
Caffeine.
No.
But I also am branching outside the app. I got a book on Amazon called The Chronicles of Nivik, Shattered Memories of the Past. The link and everything's in my Instagram, which is in my bio and stuff. So I'm branching out. I want to do Twitch. I'm going to eventually do YouTube. There's a lot of potential, especially with the puppet, saying how everybody loves them. There's a lot of potential of what to do.
It's interesting that you mentioned the book. For those that don't also know that Umbe, who, I mean, I think she said it, but just to make sure you guys do know, she is a published author, bestseller on Amazon, and she's done works too. So
nice.
Yeah, I don't know if she's still hopefully I know she was getting ready for her. She might be in that top badge auction. I might be. I'm not certain. I myself would love to put together a book. In my particular case, it's going to be my life story of.
Well, if you need help writing it, just let me know. I can sit down and help you do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the state of Pennsylvania. Where are you located?
I'm in Jersey. It's close enough.
God. So check this out. It's funny that we all say this. So I know Umbe is not too far away from us. Obviously, you're not too away from. Oh yeah, dare I say, East Coast could be the best coast, but I know a couple of them are actually West Coast. So, hey, we have the New York Stock Exchange. Hello, and that's all that needs to know because all streams and featured shows and contests are all based on East Coast time.
We got the best time.
So we have a good idea of who you are. I want to mute this so you can do your segment. Give us a quote. Give us the works, and go ahead and tell us like who might have done it. If it's not self-made, then obviously let us know as well. Any upcoming shows, plug away. Let's go.
Well, the quote that I'm going to say in a minute, I'll explain where it's from first, is from the Crow movie, which was Brandon Lee's last performing movie. It's a good movie. It is a story of the power of love. It's based on an old myth of the crow carries your soul to the other side. And sometimes if that soul carries burden, it brings it back to right the wrong things right. And the quote that's very good, which can be applied to life when you feel down and about, is that it can't rain all the time, which means that, we all have our bad days, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be a bad day. And I don't have any upcoming events or anything yet, but I am working with Emoji J to do more shows and more appearances and stuff, and have more fun.
I would say that, hey, you're welcome to come back and make a return if you're not this week's winner.
Anytime.
If you are even this week's winner, we are thinking about having like a championship round, previous week's winners. And, Ambe, this is her second visit that she was willing to help out again. I know Queen Me, who was, she just threw another rose. She was a contestant from the other week. Hey, even Marty Party was a contestant. And my Danielle, my VIP admin, was her first time ever making an appearance in a streamer's guest box outside of like things that for Plenty of Fish, like the Live Wire or
yeah,
just doing Instagram stuff. So awesome. So we had Hang Loose here, my man, with me. So we had 4 fantastic quoters and performers. Let's be honest, this is also you can read a quote and word for word from a piece of paper, but how the delivery in that piece of paper, the dynamic pauses and the voice and everything that comes potentially with it. I mean, we had someone who sang and quote and had an outfit on. Woo, and we got here. we got to get. Hey, you do actually have arms in this one.
Yes, I do.
The picture that was initially first uploaded was
It's Bob, and this is an official bar because of the fact that I have a baseball bat. So I have a real bar.
I believe the comment was, "Where's your arms?"
Yeah, I'm working on turning that into an avatar. I just got to find somebody that does 3D modeling. So that's just like a little, ad picture of him.
I tell you what,
something cute and whimsical.
Okay, we're going to ask you guys give us a hand here. We got our judge hopping in. What do you guys think? Do you want him to stay in the box as the judge comes, or just the judge? What do you guys want to do? I'm going to turn it over to you guys. Put a 1 in the comment, keep the man in the box, or just have the judge in the box as the number.
I have Thor's hammer. Just don't tell Marvel Studios where it is, though.
Okay, can we at least get somebody to participate? NorCal, how would you like to do it? You're the one who's buzzing the box, obviously, for the judgment here. Do you want the box by yourself? Okay. All right. Hang loose. We're going to put NorCal in here all by herself. Can you go ahead and exit the box? Oh, wait. It doesn't matter. All right. We're going to bring her in.
Cool.
All right. I might mute you possibly, but we'll see. All right. I'm going to mute myself in a little bit here. We have our...
Hello, everyone. So I just want to say thank you for inviting me on your show, Reddington. This is Quotes with Reddington every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What an amazing stacked lineup that we had tonight. I am super impressed with every contestant. This is such a unique show, and I'm super blessed to be a part of it for this episode. I just wanted to run through the list really quick and just give you guys a little bit of feedback. Top Edge Uma Bay, you are an amazing, beautiful soul. I appreciate everything that you did today. You just really walked us through the backstory of Edgar Allan Poe. If no one knew who he was, now you know, okay? And she did an amazing job of kind of reconstructing his life and paying homage to what he has done for everyone. I just loved every quote that she had. I think she had three of them. I can't repeat them word for word, but if you missed it, um, then you have an opportunity to be back here next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for some amazing contestants for next week's episode. Definitely Uma Bay definitely takes the key, the whatever you want to call it, the cake for love and heartbreak. Okay, who doesn't like a little bit of love and heartbreak story? Emoji J, you are the surprise of the night, like a little Jack in the Box. You popped in the box and you're like, "Hey, surprise! I'm Emoji J. I'm here." And you did a quote from Gone with the Wind, which I actually saw Gone with the Wind once they turned it from black and white to color in the theaters, and it's one of my favorite. And you know what? I kind of live by that. The quote is, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. And really, honestly, you should live your life not really caring about what other people think of you because their opinions of you do not matter. Okay. Thank you, Emoji J, for reminding me of that today. And you are such an amazing friend. And looking forward to seeing you in Life Fest and hanging out with you in the Airbnb. Sin, all about mental health. I think mental health is definitely something that we need to have out on the table and, have an open discussion so everyone has a safe place to express themselves. And I think that what you're doing in your stream is just an amazing thing, allowing people to come in, chit chat, and give them an opportunity to be heard. It's I don't know who Miss Allen Finning, is that her name? Finning is British. She British? Oof. Love the accents. But I do resonate with picking yourself up because the world is going to kick you down. And you guys all have to remember that at some point in time, it's your mindset, and you will have to make that decision to pick yourself up and rebuild yourself. So, thank you for sharing that with us and just being transparent and telling us about your story because there are people out there that do not show up and present themselves as their authentic self. And I commend you for doing that. Jolly old gal, girl, we got some history. And if you guys don't know who she is such an amazing, talented performer. We're not talking about just, singing and, doing what she did tonight. She's got it all. Backdrop, lighting, sound. She really absorbs, the story and just regurgitates it out in her special way. And she is such an amazing, beautiful soul. If you guys don't know who she is, hit her up with a favorite. She is one of the resident judges for the Unstoppable Idol. I have had the opportunity to be on the judging panel for months and months and months, and I just absolutely love that stream and endorse that stream. She is also a cancer survivor, and bless her, love her, yes. And the flight to freedom was such an amazing story. just beautiful. You had me sucked in the moment you got into character. And that was the amazing thing about her, is when she does a performance, it's all about character. So congratulations, Jolly Ogal. Bob Exotic, you are definitely exotic, okay? And I have never seen your puppet, but I might have to go check out you and your puppet, okay? I'm all about the OBS setup. I really think that this platform needs more individuals like you supporting, that area. It's a niche, or niche, if you want to call it. And definitely think that what you were communicating with us with your quote was all about who you are. And I definitely can respect your image, and I wish you the best of luck on your endeavors on this app. As far as me judging, I do have a standout. But I'm going to allow Reddington to do his thing, so that we can let the crowd in the stream participate. And then, I can give my 2 cents for what it is worth, as well. So I'm super excited for Reddington and his show. And I think that this is a great concept, and I had so much fun tonight. If you guys do not know who I am, my name is NorCal. I've been on the app since January of 2020, and I am an OG streamer on the app. I am the creator of the DJ battles. I have 18 DJ battles under my belt. If you guys need a DJ for a birthday party, a top badge loading party, hello, an anniversary party, or just any type of event, please hit
5 million
me up.
party.
Please hit me up with a favorite.
A
Slide in my
5 million
DMs.
party.
I will hook you up with a DJ. I'm also an admin on the app for other featured shows as well. I work very close with Emoji J. And I do a segment on Ari's show, Unpopular Opinion. I do an unpopular music segment on her featured show. And I have just a long list of people that I work with on the app. I love live streaming. And those of you that love live streaming, it shows. Stream with respect, and this community will be fruitful, and you will make a lot of friends. So if you guys need me for anything, let me know, and I'm willing to come and help you all out.
So we need a DJ for the 5 million party that took place.
Absolutely. I
Um,
got you. I
And
got
then,
you. No worries.
I do want to appreciate you take this time to thank all that came in and provided, whether it's commentary to contestants, to a judge, to an admin. Hey, you can't do these things by yourself. I mean, I talk to myself enough as it is.
Yes, it takes a village to do a show, and once it gets featured, you definitely need to have people supporting you. So, Reddington, I think you have a great thing here, and I just wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, and I
Um,
tell you, the best part is anyone can do it because, maybe you're not a singer, maybe you're not an artist. If you can read from a couple of lines or watch a movie and duplicate it and just get
mhm.
some credit, hey, you can be a contestant. And so I want to talk about how we're going to do the judgment. So we have an actual judge here who gave us, can
My
we ask you point
critiques.
blank? Do you want to give, if you made the final decision of a vote, who would you pick? Full disclosure.
So I'm all about the whole picture. That's how I judge. It's like Reddington said, anybody can get in the box and do this, and I believe that that's true. Anybody can do it, but in order to like win a competition, if that was kind of where we're going with this, to win a competition, it's the whole package. It is how you deliver it, how you perform it, you know, whether you were like in character,
The
the
theatrics. The
theatrics,
theatrics.
yes, it's the whole package. Um, so I would definitely, my hat goes off to Jolly O'Gal just because she is, that's my standout. She delivered her quote beautifully. I think that she is
And
just
the
an
extra mile with a
amazing streamer.
song, extra mile with a song,
Yes, yeah,
outfit, a backdrop. I mean,
absolutely.
she came to me and said, "I don't, I'll do it, but I don't know because like, I was, she was in it the first week and like no one like, I don't, well, first week is the first week and we were trying to get the show
Absolutely
started.
trying to navigate through it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and
Yeah, yeah.
Caesar came through on director of POF and he gifted her. We have the video of that.
Absolutely. Love
So,
Caesar.
it was, but maybe some of the people had tuned out at that point, and it was just like me and obviously myself had to be here. I don't know how to do that one without myself being here. We'll figure that one out. Maybe some split personalities and one sleeping or something. So maybe at that point in time that people weren't here. So we got that. Um, so we have judgment from critique and judgment. That was a winner divided by our judge here. Um,
Hmm.
we can also go. We're going to ask for like whoever's the highest gifter during this segment, like the hour feature. Well, hopefully it's featured. That one might be difficult to really do because it's easier when it's only ran for an hour. I was streaming a half hour beforehand, and various gifts are
Yes. Yeah,
here.
yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's that.
Yeah,
But
I mean, you can definitely do that. I would, you know what, if you were going to do that, I would do like kind of like the last few minutes while the judge is giving critiques,
yes,
that
so
whoever
yeah,
gifted at that
okay.
point in time could contribute
Yep.
to
And then asking, we're going to put like basically a number system to each of the contestants that went, like one,
mhm,
2, 3, 4, 5. I had contacted, like POF, Danielle when she was in the, in one of the contestants. I was like, Danielle, I think there would be an opportunity of using the app to do a voting system. It's close. You can use a poll. You can type a question in, but it only gives you two options. You
mhm,
can't
true.
do more, but if it did, that would be easy. It
Mhm.
would be very easy. Contestant number one was, our top badge, Umbe, author. And then contestant number two was
You
Sin.
can unmute him too as well. And I think these are all great ideas, and I'd be willing to like brainstorm with you as well with them.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry about that, Bob.
Sorry, Bob.
Bob, we had you on mute. You there, buddy?
Oh well, it's all good.
So if we can
I was
maybe
watching out for Marvel, see if they're going to come get Thor's hammer back or not.
if we can
Oh,
get maybe
geez.
the contestants to get in the boxes, join us for this, I believe Jay, I'm not really sure if he was even like, he was more of the cameo appearance for this. Like,
Right. Yeah, yeah.
not that he was competing, hey, if someone crowned him the winner, he's the winner, right? I don't know. He would no longer. Oh, you're
I'm no
fine,
longer
Joe.
dressed. That's
You
okay.
don't have to be dressed. I mean, you might just be clothed. I mean, you're clothed, right?
You could black screen. Well, I'll pop in
Perfect.
the box so they can pop in.
And
But
yeah.
definitely looking forward to seeing how
So
next
and we can
week's
also get Sin. If Sin
yeah.
could pop, then that way, maybe we can see, firsthand. So for those who are new here, this is a quote from Reddington. But our
Hmm.
first contestant was, Umbe, which I think I'm saying it wrong.
You are saying it incorrectly. It is top badge umbe. Umbe.
Umbe. I
Umbe.
didn't
Umbe.
know.
But that's okay. That's
I've been saying
okay.
it that way for quite some time, and
Jen,
you will correct me.
hello. Thank you very much.
Hi,
Thank
North
you very
Cal.
much.
We're looking for, hey,
Hi,
Jay, can you
love.
Good to
type in
see
a
you
numbering
again.
system with the one for a top badge,
Umbe.
Bay,
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
two for Sin, three for Jolly, and four for our avatar OBS friend, Bob. And Bob, I too can run OBS. The computer version of these things just
Mhm.
aren't really there yet. It's getting closer. Until I can activate my items on the PC and get challenges done on the PC, it's going to irritate me. But I do
Yeah,
have
you can't do a guest box like this. You can only do one at a time, which sucks.
That's true.
There's ways around that. With
There is,
Discord, you can have your judge or whatever kind of
and don't forget,
stream with you and stuff.
you can even use Discord and actually create a 4-person battle.
Yep.
Trust me, I'm in
Yep.
a very interesting
I've done that.
Discord channel. So there's that. I'm going to Jay. I see your request. I'm going to see if Jolly.
Okay, I'm gonna pop out so they can
Okay.
pop in.
All right, perfect. Just in case, I want to get good. We got everyone getting in here. Dun dun dun. Perfect. Gotta love when everyone stays here. Everyone's here.
Hello.
All right, there is one more person in the pop. Oh, we got Mr. J popping in, and all right, we got the whole box party. So, hey, I want to say thanks again. We got Jay, who's the admin of this show. Who?
All right, can you give me the names in order again? Because I obviously copied the wrong thing.
First person was the top badge, Bay. I think I got this one right now. We have ourselves Sin.
Yep.
Wave. Give us a wave, sir. There. All right, we have ourselves.
And there's number 2.
Number 3 here is Jolly. And of course, up here is our OBS friend, Bob, who is having a lot of fun. And Bob, what was that again?
And I'm number 5.
Well, Jay kind of was a cameo appearance.
You did amazing.
No, I'm not talking.
You all did amazing.
So yeah,
Why
Jay
did
was
that
like,
not?
he's like, Jay, Jay was like, I will make the cameo if he can't, but he's in a big battle kind of thing, so it's understandable. And this is why you always have like a backup plan. And Jay was like, listen, I'll make a cameo. I'll deliver a quote or two, So once again, let's do the numbering system. We got the first contestant. Hopefully she's still floating around somewhere. We have, and then Sin here, right? Then 3 was Jolly, and 4 was Bob. And this right now is where let's get, how many votes do we have for our first contestant with her Edgar Allan Poe, which was fantastic, by the way. It was really good. We got Halloween theme. Surely there's some votes for her. That was, nothing less, but I do ask that you give like 1 vote, not vote for multiple people. Okay. So this is sometimes happens when a show runs a little long or at the end with the voting. Okay. All right. I know there were people voting for. Okay. So 2, Sin. Our man over here, Sin. Do we have some votes for Sin? I'm seeing at least 1. I see at least 1. Okay. We got 2 votes for Sin. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Contestant number 3 was Jolly. Do we have some votes for Jolly? We got 3. We got Jay. Is that a vote for number 4 or? Oh, well, Jay was a cameo appearance. So
He still should count.
Okay. All right. So, Jay, do you want to compete? Is that what we're saying? Jay, you in?
I vote Jolly. I'm voting Jolly.
Okay, you're voting Jolly. So, okay, Jolly. All right, we're getting votes for the Jolly, Miss Jolly here. So we got Jolly. We're getting quite a bit of votes for Jolly. Okay, and then what about Bob up here? Our friend OBS Avatar, my man. We got some votes for him. He and I were at least going to drink some beers together. I'm going to tell you that now.
I don't drink beer. I have hard liquor back here.
Oh, I do too.
That's what she said.
Thanks for the roses. Appreciate that.
Okay. Was there any votes for Bob at least? Surely. Okay.
I'll vote 1 for Bob. Let's go, Bob.
Okay.
I vote for myself.
Number 5.
Okay, very good. Now, this is going to be tough to say because we don't know who the top gifter was due to some of the gifts were given to the contestants, which, hey, I'm all for. But we're kind of say maybe this week we don't care about the top gifter,
I'm dead.
Well, because we don't know who it really was. This is tough to do because I the diamond count started, so that'd probably be the way to go.
The
I'll have
top
to
gifter is Queen Me. The top
but
gifter of the week is Queen Me.
but for the whole, I'm talking about for the hour-long segment. That's the
She
complicated
came in
part.
here during the hour and gifted.
So if Queen is still
There
floating,
we go.
but she was she's in also an event, so which is understandable. So it might even be taking place now. So this is why, okay, I got it. You know, I have a vote. I'd like to think the audience gave a vote and the judge gave a vote, and I'm going to say this week's winner was Jolly.
Thank you.
Jolly, can you give us a victory lap per se? You know, as you're making your way and literally walking through your house with a victory lap. Jolly, between the your outfit, your delivery, the appearance, the song, I mean, I really think she went the extra mile with the theatrics too. And hey, as we said, I can look, I could read from a piece of paper, and it goes a little like this. We're going to do it two ways. Here we go. Don't get caught up in the daily grind that you never find any time to enjoy yourself. Well, it kind of falls a little flat, don't you think? But that's a great quote. It's a fortune cookie. Let's go. Don't get caught up. Don't get so caught up in the daily grind that you never find any time to enjoy yourself. Isn't there a difference between those two versions of how you gave a quote? Isn't there?
Thank you.
So she went, in my opinion, the extra mile. I don't know if, we can, if anyone's gonna, we're always NorCal. I'm gonna give a quote for NorCal, and it was, Reddington, you can't make everyone happy. And in fact, the only person that tends to be happy is the winner. And I'm like, oh crap. You're probably right. Because we got to feel that one firsthand. Woo! That was not pretty when I got roasted, basically. And I was like, oh, heck no. I'm not having that. And this is, we came up with some ideas. And that idea came from our winner as well, and didn't ask for no sort of payment, no nothing, no demands, no. All she asked was an equal opportunity, and if people were going to enjoy her performance. Well, I believe we can safe to say that they did enjoy your performance, and we did notice your work. So congratulations